Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. Alright, so today we do gear up for a new moon, which will be tomorrow and Thursday. So we're definitely in the ending phase of the current lunar month here today. Good to finalize some things and essentially create a bit of space for what will be new beginnings around the corner. This ending phase is a very spiritual phase. It is about releasing, letting things go so that there is space for those new beginnings. So with that, we do have the moon in receptive Pisces. So the theme is likely around finding peace in life, having more acceptance, a little bit more receptivity, which has been the whole theme of this previous lunar month. So good to complete things in terms of our ideals or what's important to us on a soul level. But the new moon will be in Aries going into later this week. So we may start to notice a shift of focus going more towards what motivates us, maybe taking initiative in our life and cultivating our independence, which will be the next lunar cycle. So today we do have the sun squaring up to Saturn, easing up. So if there has been any restrictions or things that you've been noticing that you do want to work on or discipline yourself towards, it's still a really good day to implement some of that grounded energy as well. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here is the sky for this Tuesday. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations seen in the visible sky. This does change the signs from mainstream astrology, so if you are new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information. All right, so the balsamic phase, ending phase of the lunar month, time of closing things out, finalizing things from the previous lunar month, and creating a bit of space and releasing things from that previous month so that there is space for the new beginnings. So a really good time here today to maybe do some soul guidance, some listening to our inner self, listening to our intuition, and essentially creating more peace in life. Both Pisces and this ending phase of the cycle is about releasing, creating some space, letting the energies die down in this very lowest energy phase of the lunar cycle to again do this bit of a reset, which will signify new beginnings going into later this week and into the weekend. So that's the most important theme here today, but we may start to notice, as we maybe have already this week, a shift of focus towards what motivates us with the sun shifting into Aries, or what we can take initiative towards with the sun in Aries. So Aries, the ram, is about thrusting forward. It is about taking action and initiative, and that is what this whole new lunar cycle will be about, that we may start to get a little bit of a glimpse of here today, but mostly going into the weekend once we actually do start that new lunar cycle. All right, so today we do have the sun squaring up to Saturn exact in the very early part of the day, but by the time we feel this, for most of us, we'll be easing up off of this square. So today, though, is still a good day for seeing what does take time in our life and what does take a little bit of discipline or responsibility, and to put in the action there for the long term. And in this case, if there was anything from roughly about 3 months ago that you do feel like you do want to implement here this part of the week, this could be a good way of working with this phase of the cycle. Because about 3 months ago, we had the sun conjunct Saturn, which was signifying some new beginnings with maybe creating some structures or restructuring in our life with Pluto involved this year. But today could be a good day to challenge ourselves to move these things forward. So all in all, if you do feel a bit of that responsible energy, great, or reality, seeing the reality of things, sometimes there can be a little bit of limitation with how we're viewing things or self-expression, but this can be channeled very constructively. It can actually be a very productive day, a very responsible, disciplined day, and again, great for those long-term perspectives on things. But that's going to be easing up as the day unfolds, and it really is just a day of integrating that kind of energy. All right, and then other than that, the moon will be passing over Mercury as a reminder that our minds are also in the ethers right now at the moment, which is great for, again, listening to our inner guidance and intuition. And maybe cultivating some things here today that do involve a more spiritual attunement to our minds, right? Maybe some presence, some mindfulness, and maybe doing things that involve writing that might lead to more peace, like automatic writing or journaling, or maybe some things like spiritual activities or getting some rest, things like that. There could be a new chapter with learning or with communication here today, in the sense of bringing in more of that receptivity. But the most important thing here today is this closeout phase of the cycle, ending balsamic phase as we gear up for the new beginnings. In order to do that, we do have to release some things and complete some things from the previous cycle. And with the previous cycle being about creating more peace in our life with Pisces, more wholeness, more acceptance, and really doing what's important to us on a soul level, good to maybe finalize and release some things pertaining to that, so that we can have this space for this new beginning with Aries, which the new cycle will be around taking some initiative and cultivating our independence. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the new moon forecast. Take care.